welcome to our next video. In this lesson, we're going to get SQL Server Management Studio installed on our machine. Now, last time we got SQL Server Express installed, so if you don't have that, you do need to have that in order to work with the database locally. So you'll want to go back and get that installed if you don't already have it. Also, we got a download installation tool the last time, and it does say that we can install SQL Server Management Tools. And this is going to give us a link to the install the SQL Server Management Studio. So what we're going to do is hit this, and that basically brings us out to the SQL Server Management Studio and a place where we can download it. If for some reason you don't have that installation tool, you can do a simple search to get the SQL Server Management Studio. Make sure you just look for it. It is free, and you should be able to get it very easily. So I don't have SQL Server Management Studio on my machine at this time, so I'm going to go ahead and get the full version here. If you already had an older version or version 17 and you wanted to just get the upgrade package, you could click this link. So again, once this gets started here, we'll pause the video and be able to come back as things pop up. So this download is going to take a minute, so I'll pause it, I'll come back, we'll get the installation started and follow that same process throughout while we install SQL Server Management Studio on our machine. All right, the download is completed, so let's go ahead and get started. And so we're going to go ahead and allow this to install. And once again, this will take some time, and as things pop up that you would need to see, I'll come back. Otherwise, we'll see you at the end of the installation. All right, and our setup has completed. So what we can do then is we can go ahead and see. So I'm just going to type SSMS, and that will show me that I do have Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio 17. Let's go ahead and start the program and make sure it's working. You can see that I'm on version 17.4 at the time of this installation. Yours might be newer than that, and that's okay. And as that started up, it gave me my server name, which is desktop, whatever the name of my computer is that I'm working on, and then the instance name. So if you changed your instance name from SQL Express, you should see something else here. So this is important because this will also be useful when we're creating our connection strings later. And the other thing is we could actually generally do localhost as well. So I want to actually just go back to what they had first. And I'm going to run that connect here. And that just is going to connect as my regular Windows user. And so you can see that I don't have any current databases, and that's expected. But I do have an up and running instance of SQL Express on my machine. So I can connect at any time by creating a new connection. So I wanted to try the local host as well to make sure that works. And it does just fine. And the other thing I wanted to do was actually switch this out to use the SQL Server authentication and use that SA user with the password that I had created earlier to see that this will actually work. And it does. And it tells me, if you're very careful and look, you can see who you're logged in as right here in the name of the instance, and then the version, and then the logged in user. So here you can see these are logged in with my Windows users. This is logged in with my SA user. Now it's important if I was trying to do some things for security or look at different databases, if I was logged in under a specific database user identification, then I wouldn't be able to do some things. So you can always double check and make sure you're logged in. And you can open Windows under each different instance with different credentials at the same time within SQL Server Management Studio Express. But that essentially validates that we have SSMS installed on our machine and ready to go for use as we develop in the future. So that wraps up this video. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.